Welcome, casual gameplay, World of Warcraft Classic Era. Season of Discovery. I always throw in the word era again, because you get these skills that you normally wouldn't get until much later into the life of World of Warcraft, or that never existed before. So, I'm still in the Badlands, and I'm very, very hyped for whatchamacallit, New World, tomorrow. I'm going to be playing that on the PlayStation, even though I have it on PC. I want something I can, relax with the controller, just lay back in my chair, and enjoy myself instead of always being at the computer with a mouse and keyboard. So I'm in the Badlands, right here, for a little perspective, if you're curious. Right there. So that's the original OG World of Warcraft. We're in the Eastern Kalimdor. We're in the Eastern Kingdom. South. East. Allergies. That's what they all say. Southeast of Ironforge. And I'll finally get into some gameplay as I am sipping on my peanut butter chocolate protein shake. Oh, it is delicious. I can't even tell you. Actually, I could, but there's only so many words that properly describe this. Someone's taken all my weed. All my herbs. Oh no, that just means that's where they were at one point. Never mind. Yes, I gotta admit, playing the game at 1440p, I gotta admit, it brings up the crispness a little bit more. No, I don't record at 1440p. Just because that extra time that it takes to render on YouTube.
Hey, how you doing?
Honest to God, it's just not worth it. This is gonna be weird, but I'm gonna do it.
Talk to me.
I'm gonna pause the recording because I don't want this taking up too much time. I didn't realize just how awfully full my bags were. Bear with me. One moment. I don't know why I'm looking over there, so that feels good. That actually took almost like 3-4 minutes to kind of sort through everything there.
What's up? Have a good one.
I'm glad that I did it. Now to figure out, they are no longer neatered. What the heck does that mean? Why do I keep making up new words all the time? Now, honestly, when it comes to stuff like this,
I have a deal for you.
I usually try to do it quickly. I don't do cooking in this game, so I don't really care.
Keep it real.
I'm just gonna get rid of it immediately. Apparently, buzzard wing. Apparently, I have 3 of them. Oh, buzzard wing. Destroy or sell. Okay.
Time is money, friend. Hurry back.
Holds me accountable, which is why I like using this add-on, even though I've been playing the game for 2 decades. Practically half my life. Oh, it's so filling. Unbelievable. I made some bandages as well. They sell for 80 silver a stack. I do that and a couple of other things, just basic stuff to maintain my gold. I don't do too much of the auction house. Dreading hitting level 50 because then the speed will decrease by 50%. Not like I've been leveling all that fast to begin with. Oh, there we go. We got some homeboys in need of help. Could be a homegirl, but from the looks of it, I'll say it's a homeboy. You know, because nowadays it can be hard to tell sometimes. Not to get into that, but I like getting into it. Just a little bit. Yeah, so New World, I am just beyond pumped. I can't wait. It's going to take me away from this game a little bit.
Watch your back.
Which is going to feel good. This I never trust when it tells me die on purpose. I don't think so. We're going to go get the thorium. Oh. Excuse me. All right. Let's see what it says here. First of all, if I'm here, yeah. Now it just says, allow enemies to kill you. Make sure you die around this location. We're going to get to Thorium Point flight path in Searing Gorge. Don't worry about the resurrection sickness. You'll be traveling around a bit. By the time you die... Or sorry. By the time you need to kill enemies again, it will be gone. Ooh. Die on purpose. But it wants us to grab... Again. Oh, boy. I'm sorry. I'm a little bit confused. Bear with me here. So die around here? Yeah, because sometimes what'll end up happening... Yeah, and with this game, pretty easy to die. Really? You ran off? Make it happen faster. Come on. Wow, that's how strong I am. They're afraid to get me. Oh, that person better not help me. No, don't do it. I'm trying to do it on purpose. On purpose. Because most people wouldn't want to do that. Come join the fight. So that didn't work out that well. At all. Huh. I really... Talk to the spirit healer? Well, no shit, talk to the spirit healer. You dolt. The thing is you can't talk to a spirit healer much further away from you. Oh, I'm going in the wrong direction. Yeah. Thorium. I think I'll just do it manually. But sometimes this does work out. It just doesn't always work out well. Back in the day, literally like... might have been over 15 years ago. What you could do is you could die at one spot and you could select any spirit healer in the entire game to resurrect that. You can't do that now. So that was a waste of time. We know not to do that. Discover Thorium Point. Yeah, all the... Thorium Point. I mean, I know where it is. It's been a while since I got there. We're gonna go on a little adventure. Remember, these are like a gaming vlog now. That's what these are predominantly about. So right now, I am going to head to that spot where you get brought into the next zone. And then from there, we'll see what it says. I don't think I should be going to Stormwind City. Just that whole thing with the spirit healer, it ended up not working out. That's the one. Whoops. Yeah, that storm went... Yeah, we're not going over there. Yeah, I'm overthinking it. It's all good. It's gonna be a little adventure. There's not a lot of fighting. There isn't always... Oh my god, seriously? Just... Ah! Seriously? There we go. My jumping pineapple. Not even gonna bother looting your corpse. You're wasting my time. Somehow it was supposed to shoot me into another zone. I think what it was really gonna do, honestly... Oh, that's why. Oh my god, this whole time the arrow was messed up. It's a die around here. Okay, that makes a little bit more sense. I still don't know if I'm gonna do it. Again, these videos aren't supposed to necessarily be all that overly entertaining. Informative? Sometimes. Just a gamer vlog at the end of the day. And night. No matter what time of day you're watching it. Definitely not going to go through Kargath. For obvious reasons. But we did just pass it. As it's right over here. Right there's the Horde town in here. Yeah, this makes a lot more sense now. I was like, turn it in, just die here, but I wasn't getting that arrow. Another reason why I don't always... Let Black Rose, you are setting aside your petty squabbles to focus on defeating the forces of the Fire Lord. You currently gain no honor from PvP combat. Oh, I was gonna say, I'm not flagged for PvP. Remember, this is Season of Discovery, right? This is seasonal, so there are some changes throughout the game, a little bit, and you are starting to see that. Well, that's not gonna be too difficult to do. See? That's what's beautiful about this. Try to die right about there, because we're going to get the... Okay. Now I get it. What if I just... What if I just don't do it? What if I don't want to die? I want to live. Not only that, that way I get to show you... I'm a little out of my league here. Not overly. There's some stuff I can whoop its ass. I don't remember those big, massive Fireland... Oh, yeah, that's right. Firelands Invader. That would explain it. They're normally not there and all the ashes falling. This is actually kind of cool. I had no idea about this. Now, they're red. I'm definitely going to die if I engage in combat here or get knocked off my mount. Wow. Help me. Just a level higher than me. Wow. What can I get for you? Still in combat. All right. Now to grab the flight path, but because it's been a while since I've been here, I may actually have forgotten the exact path to go up the mountain. I mean, I know it's right there, but there is an actual path to go up. I just sometimes briefly forget how to get up there. Okay, I'm good. A lot of players here, because some goosey shit going on. Yeah, definitely a lot of people here. My goodness.
Hey there.
Why is he attacking that squire? I have no idea what the hell's going on. It almost makes you feel like you're playing a game you're completely unfamiliar with. I just know that I'm not flagged for PvP. And I am not getting involved.
Safe travels.
Yeah, I've done that now. Tel Samarlak Madan. So it does want me to go back there.
See you soon.
And then make the Stoutlagerge in. I don't know what that accent was supposed to be. But that's okay. Well, apparently to make it my home. But I don't want to make it my home. I like keeping whatever it is as my home right now. I think it's Stormwind. But yeah, that whole like vibe there. I'm glad you got to experience that with me. The same thing with Ashenvale. Ashenvale looks a little bit different. There's some different events, right? And that's what makes this, in my humble opinion, just the best version of Classic. They've only changed a couple things. It still very much feels like a Classic. And you could turn off the boost as well. You can turn this off. The Discoverer's Delight. I personally would be insane to turn it off, so I won't do that. And then Stranglethorn Vale, there's a Blood Moon there. The whole sky goes red. You could partake in the PvP, but that one's got a permanent thing that you could turn off, the Zandalari Ward, because that's a forced PvP. Like, if you're in there, you're flagged no matter what, unless you talk to one of the troll emissaries. Missionaries, whatever they're called. And then it turns it off. Because my gear's weak. Like I said, I'm not a tryhard like I used to be back in the day when I was playing WoW, doing arenas 12, 13 hours a day on and off. And I was trying to break, like, literal world records. I did pretty good. I held my own. I did very good. I won a lot more than I lost. That's all I care about. I must have been doing something right. Yeah, so this video here, still showcasing the game. Again, that's always the point of all my videos that I make that don't have like some kind of guide or whatever. It's always about just showing off the game, having some fun, feeling like I'm doing something productive with getting an extra 10 views on my channel. But really, it is like a gamer vlog, right? Like I said, there are people that make a living off just walking around their fucking house, making their bed, and shit like that. And going shopping at the dollar store, doing grocery hauls and shit like that. Oh, look what I did. Oh, I went on vacation. Look what I did to my garage. Or each their own. Just saying, if people do that, why the hell can't I do what I'm doing? And I can. And I will. I think I'm in the wrong building. Yes, it's in this one. But yeah, this place...
How are you? Keep your feet on the ground.
I'm great, thanks.
Here there. Be good.
Turn in
Watch your
Murderlock.
back.
If I remember... Yeah. Yeah, down over there. We're gonna go by the coast. Well, we're not going anywhere. I'm going there. I'm doing all the work. You're just sitting there Eating cheesies and Doritos, drinking beer, smoking a doobie, doing something. While I'm doing all the legwork. Actually, right now, my mount's doing all the work, but that's not the point. So yeah, back to that thing. I gotta admit, that 1440. And I'm only playing on a 27-inch OLED monitor. Good for me. I wanted to treat myself to something nice. I still got my LG 32-inch monitor, gaming, VSync, all that bullshit. But this monitor is better. Mainly for the blacks. When you're in a dark environment, there's no like bleeding or brighter spots than others because of the technology. But yeah, even on a 27-inch screen, a couple feet away from me, I gotta admit that 1440p is just a little bit crisper. Things look a little less washed out. But honestly, perfectly honest, I actually don't mind that slightly more washed out look. I know it sounds funny, but it gives it a different aesthetic. I actually do that purposefully. In Guild Wars 2, when I play that game, I actually turn down the, not the resolution, but the, I can't remember what it's called, and it just kind of gives it more of a grainy look, if that's the word I'm looking for. But yes, in some games, I'll admit, that little extra detail is nice. I bought a brand new computer about a month ago.
Off with you.
So that I can fucking play a 20-year-old game at 1440p. Okay. Collect these from the bank. Oh, it wasn't kidding. It really wants me to hearth to Stormwind. Should we just write there together? Manually? You're like, no, please, don't do this to me. No, I think I'm gonna fly to Stormwind, honestly. Part of the journey. I'll do it. And then what's gonna happen is, well, that'll be the end of the video. Just flying, roaming around, that kind of stuff. It's what I do. Because again, in all seriousness, if you're playing the game, you're gonna have moments where this is gonna be your journey. So you could be sitting there going, oh, that was boring. He didn't fight a boss or do anything really entertaining. Great. But if you're playing the game and you like the game, then this comes with the territory. That's all I'm saying. I'm not just going to highlight and show the fun parts. Besides, I enjoy doing this. Shite. I just wanted to make sure I was heading in the right direction. I am. Okay. A grizzled black bear, not just a regular one. Even though I've never seen a black grizzly bear before, but that's besides the point. Maybe that, anyways. And the flight path should be just over here. Because again, what's fun about the flight path for me is old school. Azeroth cannot be flown over like you can in
Interest you on a pint?
the newer version of the game.
Watch your back.
I'm not hearthing to Stormwind.
You got my attention.
I'm gonna fly to Stormwind.
Be good.
Will I do the whole trip? I think so. We'll see. How much more rambling can I possibly do? I don't know. Really couldn't tell you. But leaving it on its own, do its thing here. Gonna be fun. At least for me. This is actually one of the highlights for me of the game. When I'm taking a moment, I'm just leaning back and I'm going on a little flight. Kind of get that, not like but a bird's eye view. Because, again, you can't fly in Classic, right? Even if you do Burning Crusade and Wrath of the Lich King, you can't come back to the original Azeroth land and start flying around unless you're doing a flight path like this. So it's the closest thing you'll get. Of course, unless you play a private server, but we can't discuss that here because that shit's taboo. Right? Talk about getting canceled. You'll get canceled talking about that. I've heard of people back in the day where they would just mention that they played on one. I never have, just for the record. And they would get barred from the real version of WoW. What? Seems silly to me, especially when you have somebody that's already paying their dues to Blizzard, right? You're already paying to play the game. You just so happen to go to that other place. Like, really? But I get it. They're trying to protect their investment, but let's be real. I've never really played a private server. Or rather, your cat's out of the bag now. I've never seen private server gameplay that was as smooth as playing on the official server. It's just not the same. I know some people will be like, you can get pretty close. Maybe there's some truth to that. I myself have never come across it. I've never seen it. So, if it works for you, bloody fantastic. All the power to you. I rather keep it real on the official servers. Yeah, it is pretty wild. Like all the things that they've done to this version of World of Warcraft. It's really cool, and it keeps it alive and fresh. Because when you're on retail, you saw those people down there. You play on retail, this zone is dead as fuck. You don't even... What the hell? Oh, Siamese cat. You just don't get anything at all. I don't think that altar is usually there either. No, it's not. Or wait. Making me question my sanity here. No, I think it is. Yeah. Either way. I may experience this at some point. Like I said, 48. Just got 12 more levels to go. But yeah, you look at that. Just people everywhere, depending on the zone, of course. But because of the smaller world, you're going to have a much easier time coming across other people in the world than if you're all spread out all over the place, right? Whereas like on retail, even if you do come across someone, you can't really do much with them anyways. Most buffs have been pruned. As the expression goes, they've been removed. I don't even think you can do Mark of the Wild, if I'm not mistaken. So that's my gimmick. This is the beginner zone for the humans, where a lot of people like to come. In the North Shire Valley. Yeah, and I don't know why they did that. So now when you go up to someone, they're in full heirlooms. Plus, they made the game easier on top of that. There's a lot of the elites, just a lot of the stuff that made WoW what it is, that made you go WoW, has been removed. And that's not even up for debate. It's just been removed. Completely obliterated. Annihilated. Okay? And it's frustrating. It really, really is frustrating. The people don't need your help, and if you toss them a heal, they can probably already self-heal on their own anyways. And then the people are all over the place. You usually got to go to the latest expansion to find people. And that's what makes that game dead to me. Really. Whereas, like, this version of WoW, you get to see all the old style armor. It's just, I don't know, there's just something about it that's kind of magical, watching the people in the tier 2 benediction anathema staff. There's anathema benediction, or it's the other way around. I forget, I don't care. And yeah, it's just It's pretty wild. Like I said, for me, this is the closest thing I'll ever get to living back the dream of what it was like back in the day. Like that's what I want my druid to kind of look like. I missed that armor set. Astral form. Taking on an astral aspect. Ah, because they're in Moonkin form, they brought astral form. Really? That's interesting. They actually brought astral form, the one where you retain your druidic form, if that's what it's called. Yeah, that's really neat, actually. Well, there you have it, folks. Or folk. You know, the two people that'll be here. If you want to give the video a thumbs up, I mean, that would be greatly appreciated, as it does help the channel with the algorithm and trying to make me more relevant in search results. It's a lot more than just a happy feel-good moment I see seeing a thumbs up or two on my video. And if you didn't like the video, that's fine. Go ahead, give it a thumbs down. Whoops, I'll bend it in half, twist it, break it off. Your ass are actually one of these things. Either that one or her staff. You get to pick which one. Ugh. My goodness. And if you want to subscribe to the channel, I mean, naturally, that would be great. But if not, thanks for stopping by anyways. Take care. And if I'm lucky, maybe I'll see some of you in the next one, or my journey playing New World, which begins tomorrow at 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time when the servers go live. Till next time, bye for now.